everyone, this is
P.O.C.
People of Creativity.
My name is Tia.
My name's Angelina.
And I'm Jonah.
And today we will be interviewing an amazing artist. Her name is Easha Nandiala.
Easha, why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do as an artist?
Yeah, hi. I'm Easha. Thank you guys for having me. I'm really excited to be here. I am a 19-year-old singer-songwriter, and I basically do kind of indie, jazzy, pop, R&B stuff. And I love to songwrite, I love to sing and perform. And I'm currently in New Jersey right now doing online school. I'm in college, but my main passion is music, and I love everything about it.
That's great. I love that. What school do you go to?
I go to Stanford, but they're not allowing anyone on campus, so I'm doing it online.
No, yes. And also, if I'm correct, you're also into veganism, like animal cruelty, things of that nature, correct?
Yeah, that's like that's a big thing I love talking about. Pretty passionate about that.
No, that's great. What really got you into that topic particularly? What got you into that?
Yeah, I mean, I've been vegetarian since birth because I grew up in a vegetarian family. So I feel like I was very exposed to, in general, Indians, there's like a different cultural significance to, meat. Meat is a relatively new concept there. I think it happened after colonialism and just introduction to Western, concepts. But it's been kind of religious thing, but also for my family, it's been more of an ethical practice. So from a young age, my parents gave me the option, like, you are allowed to eat whatever you want, but just as long as you're aware of the implications and the background of, having meat and having fish and all that different type of thing. And I only really got into veganism when I was 14, so like 5 years ago. I was watching a lot of vegan YouTubers and trying a lot of the recipes and learning a lot about that. And I think we went to Japan, and of course Japan and China, they like eat a lot of fish, especially Japan. But other than that, they didn't really eat like dairy or eggs or anything like that. And it was the first time that I was like, oh man, like you really don't need to like eat that. And I was curious about veganism from then on. And in general, I'm just like a big animal lover. I love all types of animals. I have 2 dogs. So that's how I got into it.
Yes, and with that, like, there's like a lot of companies that they contribute to animal cruelty. Can you think of any in particular, and what are some alternatives that we can start using?
Well, in terms of companies, in general, I feel like the meat industry, like that's that's a big one. And I'm really optimistic because I feel like a lot of people are opening up their eyes and seeing for more sustainable type of food and understanding that, at least in restaurants, I know they're doing a lot of Beyond Meat and Impossible Burgers, which is really cool because I feel like as a vegan and as a former like vegetarian, whenever I'd have to go in groups to restaurants, it's always been such a struggle because you don't want your personal values to like be a buzzkill. You know what I'm saying? Like if everyone wants to go to a certain restaurant, it's like, oh God, like, am I going to have to break the news that, or you just have to hide it and be like, I'm just going to eat fries. Like I'm going to hate it, but I'm just going to keep it inside. So it's really nice that I think there's alternatives and they're trying to introduce it to people that aren't necessarily fully vegan, but want to transition. So I would say, yeah, Beyond Meat, Impossible Burger, I'm really excited about that. And for the broader animal cruelty context, I would say beauty companies like MAC. I think people are aware that they test on animals, but they don't understand what it necessarily means. Like when you think of testing animals with makeup, like I used to think it was like they draw eyeliner on the bunnies or something cute. I was like, oh, that's nice. But it's a lot more than that. And I think if it's avoidable and you can search up more sustainable, and I'm trying to think of companies that I think are cruelty free. I think a lot of companies are transitioning to it. So I'd have to do my research, but makeup is a big thing.
Yeah, I totally feel what you were saying with the restaurants and being a buzzkill. I'm trying to transition to being a vegetarian, so I really, really felt that. As far as artistry and activism, are there any people that really inspire you to keep doing?
To kind of like merge artistry and activism, or just in general?
Yeah, or any activists that you look up to, or any artists or singers that you look up to?
Yeah, in terms of like activism, oh my God, I don't want to like butcher her name, but she was on Nikita and she's on Designated Survivor and Divergent. Like she's an actress and her name's Maggie or something like that. And she's very big into animal rights, and she lobbied towards making a law in California against testing on animals for makeup brands. And I think some law passed, so it was a big deal. So it's really encouraging to see her be so outspoken about it, especially on her social media and through her clothes, through her brands that she supports and everything. Emma Watson's a big one. I feel like every young girl kind of looks up to her as the celebrity activist or somebody who really uses their platform for good. And in general, I think celebrities are a lot more prone to be vegan and vegetarian, and there's a complicated relationship with that, because I feel like it's inspiring to see that, but it's also kind of isolating because you almost relate their like glamorous status or like having expensive tastes to being vegan, rather than it being like a personal choice or like an ethical movement. So yeah, I just think those people have inspired me in terms of activism. In terms of artistry, like I'm a huge fan of John Mayer. I love John Mayer, D'Angelo. I actually learned Indian classical music, so I feel like a lot of my influences were also like Indian classical musicians.
I was gonna say, like, I agree with the intimidation with approaching veganism, because I remember I was trying it out too, but I was afraid to do it because I was like, it seems like very expensive, and it was because like you see all these celebrities doing it and you see how expensive it can be, but you'd be surprised, you can actually do it on a pretty nice budget.
Yeah, and who was it that did the delivery like Beyonce? Beyonce had like a vegan delivery service, and I'm like, you don't even have to see what it is, but you just say the word Beyonce and I'm already like, it's like I already don't, like I'm so scared to even do it because it's like I can't reach that level. But I'm not like bougie by any means in terms of like buying food, but yeah, it can be simple. So I'm glad more people are doing it.
Yeah, and with like celebrities using their platforms to promote that lifestyle, there's a feeling of like, oh, is it a trend? But then it's like, if you really learn about it, like it's really a good thing that's possibly attainable depending on who you are.
Mm-hmm.
And I also wanted to know, with you going to Stanford and you being an activist and an artist, has Stanford given you the opportunities to explore these different areas that you're interested in, like even in your major or things like that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a freshman this year. Like, I took a gap year, so I did one semester. And like, to be completely honest, I feel like being online is a little detached. Like, I'm going to school, but I'm also like, like, close the laptop, I'm done. Like, am I really in college? But the people that I've met are incredible and really passionate about the things they do. So, in terms of action and like seeing foreseeable actions, and like taking steps, it's inspiring to see people that have actually done things and like created companies. And there's a lot more initiative behind it when you go to a school like that. Clubs, I think there are clubs that kind of promote veganism and animals and everything like that. I just have to probably look more into it.
And that does bring us near the end. But before we go, do you have a song that you'd like to perform with Blah for us?
Yeah, sure. I'll get my guitar. But It's funny. This song actually like recently kind of popped off on TikTok. Like I posted 2 parts and they both like got quite a few views. So I was like, okay, let me do this song because it's kind of relevant. It's called Manic Pixie Dream Girl, and I wrote it with my good friend Chris Hausman. Meet cute so soon, too good to be true love, but we make up any sun from above. You like what it represents, I like the attention, mistake it for romance. Captain Cardboard, I'm the source of your kicks. Who needs a life when I have yours to fix? Glow up for the party scene, blow up when it's time to clean. Cameras off, so are we. Fill me up and love me like I'm your dream girl. Fall apart and love you like I'm your dream girl. Just play the role and be my man, yeah. I'll be your manic pixie dream girl. Get determined to be disappointed. At this point, I'm better as an idea. You say that I'm acting different. Why not stop pretending to show up just for a show? Fill me up and love me like I'm your dream girl. Fall apart and love you like I'm your dream girl. Just play the role and be my man, yeah. I'll be your manic pixie dream girl. Sorry that I wasted all of your prime time. Sorry that I wasted mine. Trying to be somebody bigger than my body. Trying to rely on the light, but I don't know. Fill me up and love me like I'm your dream girl. Fall apart and love you like I'm your dream girl. Just play the role and be my man, yeah. I'll be your, I'll be your, I'll be your. Fill me up and love me like I'm your dream girl. Fall apart and love you like I'm your dream girl. Just play the role and be my man, yeah. I'll be your manic pixie dream girl. Thank you.
That was so incredible. Oh my goodness.
My new favorite song.
That is my
of
new
all
favorite
time.
song.
Of all time.
Great. Such a bop, such a bop.
It's so great. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Please
So
say your
vocal.
socials. Say your socials for the
Please
people
promote
who just
yourself.
follow
Oh, thank you guys
forever
so
and
much.
ever.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to hear more music of mine, you can find me on all my social medias are Easha Music, so EASHA, the word music. If not streaming platforms, I'm EASHA, all caps. And I have music coming soon. Like I'm trying to produce stuff like myself, like in quarantine and also like remotely with my producers. So I'm really excited. And yeah, thanks for having me, guys. Like this is really fun, and you guys seem like a really good group of people.
No, thank you so much for coming on. That was amazing. It was
Yeah,
an honor
that
to
was incredible. Thank you so much. I am going to be trying to turn on all my notifications for any music updates.
Yay! I'm glad that you have
Your voice is so amazing, and you were just like really feeling the music, the guitar, everything. I was like, this is a concert. I'm at a concert. It was great. It was great.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Well, again, thank you so much for joining us for this interview, and thank you all for watching.
Yes, thank you.
see you next time.